Marriage in Hollywood can be just as fast-paced as the industry itself. One minute, stars are falling head over heels, walking down the aisle and declaring their undying love. And the next, they're signing divorce papers. It seems like some celebs go through spouses faster than they go through red carpet premieres. Hey, everyone, it's Naseka T, and today we're diving headfirst into the wild world of whirlwind romances and even faster breakups with the top 10 shortest celebrity marriages ever. Get ready for some shocking revelations, jaw-dropping moments, and maybe even a few laughs along the way. From impulsive Vegas elopements to lavish ceremonies that fizzled out faster than you can say prenup, these Hollywood couples prove that sometimes even the brightest flames burn out the quickest. So buckle up, grab your popcorn, and get ready to be amazed because we're about to uncover some of the shortest-lived unions in Tinseltown history. Let's do it! Kicking off our list at number 10, we have a marriage so short you might miss it if you blink. The glamorous Zsa Zsa Gabor, known for her lavish lifestyle and string of husbands, takes the crown for the shortest celebrity marriage of all time. Picture this. It's 1983 and Zsa Zsa, a vision in white, says I do to Mexican lawyer Felipe de Alba in a whirlwind ceremony. It seems like a match made in Hollywood heaven, right? Well, there was just one tiny detail. Turns out, Zsa Zsa's divorce from her previous husband wasn't quite finalized yet. Talk about awkward. This technicality rendered her marriage to Felipe legally invalid, and just like that, it was over before it even began. One day, people, that's all it took for Zsa Zsa to go from blushing bride to single lady again. You gotta hand it to her, the woman certainly knew how to keep things interesting. Coming in at number 9, we have a pairing as iconic as they were short-lived, Cher and Gregg Allman. This musical power couple set the stage for a rock and roll fairy tale, but their love story quickly turned into a ballad of heartbreak. Fresh off her divorce from Sonny Bono, Cher was swept off her feet by Gregg Allman. Just 3 days after her divorce, Cher married Gregg in a whirlwind Vegas ceremony, but their honeymoon phase was tragically short-lived. 9 days later, Cher filed for divorce, citing Allman's drug and alcohol problems. Their love story was a bittersweet melody full of passion and turmoil. Though brief, their romance remains a captivating chapter in their careers. At number 8, we have a pairing that's pure 1970s Hollywood chaos. Get ready for the 8-day marriage of Michelle Phillips, the ethereal beauty of the mamas and the papas, and Dennis Hopper, the rebellious Hollywood bad boy. Their romance was a powder keg waiting to explode. In 1970, Michelle fell for Dennis's charisma and rebellious spirit. They tied the knot in a bohemian ceremony, but their honeymoon was anything but peaceful. Just 8 days later, Michelle filed for divorce due to Dennis's erratic behavior. She described their marriage as the most blissful and insane 8 days of her life. Their tumultuous relationship left its mark on Hollywood history. Chapter 4. Hold on to your hats, folks, because at number 7 we have a pairing that's pure Broadway drama. The legendary Ethel Merman, the undisputed queen of the stage, and Ernest Borgnine, a celebrated Hollywood tough guy, seemed like an unlikely match, but, opposites attract, right? Their May-December romance in 1964 took the world by storm, but their happily ever after was tragically short-lived. After a whirlwind courtship and a lavish wedding, the cracks in their relationship began to show. Clashes of personality and lifestyle differences plagued their marriage from the start. Just 32 days after their fairy tale wedding, Ethel filed for divorce, leaving Ernest utterly blindsided. The famously outspoken merman was so scarred by the experience that she left an entire blank page in her autobiography dedicated to their short-lived marriage. Talk about adding insult to injury. Despite its dramatic end, their whirlwind romance remains a fascinating footnote in both of their illustrious careers, proving that even the brightest stars sometimes fizzle out. Chapter 5. Coming in at number 6, we have a match made in 90s tabloid, Heaven Carmen Electra and Dennis Rodman. This was a pairing that practically screamed, "What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas." Picture this. It's 1998 and Carmen Electra, the ultimate bombshell, and Dennis Rodman, the NBA's most notorious bad boy, are hitched in a spontaneous Vegas ceremony. It was a match made in tabloid heaven. Their impulsive wedding made headlines around the world, But their bliss was tragically short-lived. Just 9 days later, Dennis filed for an annulment, claiming he was too intoxicated to consent to the marriage. Talk about a morning after regret. The world was left wondering, was it true love or a publicity stunt gone wrong? Whatever the reason, Carmen and Dennis's 9-day marriage remains one of the most infamous chapters in 90s celebrity history. Chapter 6. Hold on to your hats, folks, because at number 5 we have a story that proves what happens in Vegas doesn't always stay in Vegas, especially when Britney Spears is involved. It was 2004 and Britney, America's pop princess, was at the top of her game. But even global superstars have those moments where they just want to let loose and embrace a little spontaneity. Enter Jason Alexander, Britney's childhood friend from Louisiana. In a moment of pure, impulsive bliss, the pair decided to tie the knot in a surprise ceremony at the Little White Wedding Chapel in Las Vegas. The world was shook, but just as quickly as the news spread, it vanished. A mere 55 hours after saying I do, Britney and Jason had their marriage annulled, making it one of the shortest celebrity unions in history. Britney later admitted that the whole thing was a crazy moment fueled by the electric energy of Sin City. Coming in at number 4, we have a wedding that was practically unavoidable. Kim Kardashian, reality TV royalty, and Kris Humphries, NBA star, seemed destined for a fairy tale ending. Their lavish 2011 wedding was a media sensation, a spectacle that captivated the world. The guest list was a who's who of Hollywood, the dress was a designer dream, and the ring was the size of a small planet. But behind the glitz and glamour, trouble was brewing. Just 72 days after their fairy tale wedding, Kim filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. The news sent shockwaves through the media, with many speculating that the entire marriage was nothing more than an elaborate publicity stunt. Kim vehemently denied these claims, stating that her feelings for Kris were genuine, but that their relationship simply wasn't built to last. Chapter 8. 12 Days, Pamela Anderson and Jon Peters. At number 3, we have a whirlwind romance that proves sometimes even the most passionate love stories have an expiration date. Pamela Anderson, a global icon and one of the biggest sex symbols of the 90s, and Jon Peters, a powerful Hollywood producer, seemed destined for a love story for the ages. They first met at the Playboy Mansion in the 1980s and had an undeniable spark. Fast forward 3 decades and they reconnected, rekindled their romance, and decided to make things official with a private wedding ceremony. But their second time around wasn't meant to be. Just 12 days after exchanging vows, Pamela and Jon called it quits. Pamela later revealed that they rushed into marriage too quickly without truly getting to know each other again. Chapter 9. 4 Days. Nicolas Cage and Erica Koik. Coming in at number 2, we have a story that proves even Oscar winners make mistakes. Nicolas Cage, known for his eccentric personality and intense acting style, has had his fair share of high-profile relationships. But it was his whirlwind marriage to makeup artist Erica Koik in 2019 that really made headlines. In a move that surprised even the most seasoned celebrity watchers, Nicolas and Erica tied the knot in Las Vegas after a whirlwind romance. But their honeymoon phase was over before it even began. Just 4 days after their impulsive wedding, Nicolas filed for an annulment, claiming he was too intoxicated at the time of the ceremony to make a rational decision. Talk about a Vegas hangover. Chapter 10, 19 Days, Drew Barrymore and Jeremy Thomas. And finally, at number 1, we have a story that proves even America's sweetheart is capable of making a love life misstep. Drew Barrymore, known for her infectious laugh and down-to-earth personality, has always been relatable, even when it comes to matters of the heart. In 1994, at the tender age of 19 and at the height of her Hollywood comeback, Drew found herself smitten with Jeremy Thomas, a Los Angeles bar owner. Fueled by a whirlwind romance, they decided to tie the knot in a spontaneous ceremony at Jeremy's bar. But just 19 days later, Drew filed for divorce, proving that not all impulsive decisions end well, even when you're a beloved Hollywood star. It seemed their love story was destined to be a shot in the dark that missed its mark. That's a wrap. Wow, we've seen some truly whirlwind romances and blink and you'll miss them marriages. Hollywood romances can be exciting, but as we've seen, they can also be incredibly short-lived. Which of these marriages surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more crazy celebrity stories. Until next time, stay fabulous.